Hi there, and welcome to the Kouro Property Group investment presentation. We're the co-founders of Kouro Property Group. My name is Matt Curry.
And my name is Shane Roger.
Thank you so much for your time today. We hope you enjoy this presentation.
So at Kouro Property Group, we're trying to solve three main critical problems. One of those is accessibility. There's just not one go-to, one-stop shop where all the distressed sellers, no matter what their situation is, that they can go to for a fair solution at a fair price for their property.
Another problem faced in the sector is the ability for homeowners to approach contractors that they can trust and can execute well on home renovation projects. Also, investors don't necessarily have the times or the means to find and execute on great property deals. The single home residential property market is a largely untouched sector. We've identified this niche and we want to bring never before seen professionalism to the industry that's going to make us the number one player in the game.
And at Kouro Property Group, we'll be building a world-renowned brand that can be trusted by any person who knows it. And we'll be focusing a lot of our attention on building a huge marketing team and focusing on sales to make sure that we bring in those various customers.
We want to bring an approach where we focus a lot on attention to detail, because the more that we can focus on and the more that we can focus on providing a solution to our customer, the more that is going to bring us closer to the top of the market.
And we all know that technology is the future. So we've developed our in-house prop tech systems and processes and all of our developments, as well as using external platforms, just to make sure that our customers have the seamless service they need, and any product or service offering that we give is world-renowned.
It is important for us to be synonymous with any solution that our customer requires across the board. Our diverse service offering means that our solutions appeal to a variety of customers. We believe and want our customers to believe that we have the very best that the market has to offer.
In Kouro Property Group, our core customers are distressed sellers, property investors, great tenants, and home buyers.
Given the solutions we provide, we also service homeowners, contractors, and suppliers. Our services are centralized around providing top-class solutions for our customers in an agile but profitable manner.
And we buy homes directly from private sellers, which we offer fair prices for.
Through our investment syndication options, investors have the ability to invest in a trusted structure to allow them to extract maximum returns on their money.
And our rental portfolio is one of the largest in the market with the best priced affordable rentals.
We also generate and originate our own bonds in partnership with Evo Group and offer this service to external customers as well.
And we also offer Kouro Homes, which is a renovation platform where we only give the best renovators out to our clients to assist them with a trustworthy and good end product.
The need for our services have been made evident through our continuous customer interactions throughout the existence of our business.
And we've been reaching customers that are looking for a direct solution that we can provide for their needs. And with the small sample size that we've tested, we just know that there's a much bigger market out there.
Now, what are some of our customers telling us? Some of our investors tell us how they've never had the opportunity to invest in some of the products we offer before. Through our various investment syndications, they now have the opportunity to participate and earn really good returns.
And our distressed sellers are telling us that they've never dealt with a company quite like ours here in South Africa. They only thought that property flipping was an American thing. They're also saying that, one can only sell a house like this to a very specific buyer, and that's the niche that we fit.
When we flip our houses, some of the people buying our properties can't believe the price that we list them at. Sometimes they think it's a mistake.
And our tenants also saying that they couldn't believe that they had such fairly priced rentals so close to nodes and their work and places that they'd never want to actually leave. For the last 3 years in South Africa alone, in the residential property market, we've seen values between 150 and 240 billion rand sold each year.
This resulted in over 220,000 residential properties being sold over the last 3 years. And remember, this includes the troubled 2020 pandemic year.
Now consider only 5% of all of those properties, which would equate to about 11,000 properties that we can acquire and add value creation to.
And if you look at it from a worst case basis, even if 1% of those properties were distressed, we'd still be able to acquire and create value to almost 2,220 properties
Per year.
The home improvement sector saw an 11% increase in sales during the pandemic year of 2020 when compared to the non-pandemic year of 2019.
And similar home improvement services that Kouro Homes have seen up to a 750% increase in inquiries over this year alone. Now, this shows a huge demonstration for the scale that one can grow in this sector.
What is our vision for the company? Now, our vision is to become the #1 property company around. Albeit that we operate in the small residential sector at present, we see this as only the baseline and foundation of the company from which we can grow onto much bigger and greater things going forward.
So what is it that we're setting out to do? We're setting out to dominate the small residential space in both flips and multi-lets.
We also want to dominate the large residential sector when it comes to developments and conversions.
Dominate Kouro Homes and have Kouro Homes become the #1 go-to platform.
We also want our company to be the #1 destination for private investors and institutions where they can get returns on their capital like nowhere else. If we look at some of our results thus far, we have posted a financial loss for the 2019 and 2020 financial periods. This has been in line with our expectations as we've reinvested all of our revenues and profits into growing and expanding the business.
And to date, even through the pandemic, we've done 10 flips and multi-let projects to date, followed by 5 flips and multi-let projects currently underway, and 3 flips and multi-let projects to come.
We've also began our first residential development in partnership with another developer. We've completed 24 home improvement jobs to date, and we've got another 2 that are currently underway.
We believe the potential growth of Kouro Property Group is infinite. Now, this early stage investment is going to be the beginning of that infinite growth.
Through our various products in our product line, we've managed to achieve an average of 175,000 Rand per house flip done. We have managed to get referral fees in excess of 7,500 Rand per Kouro Homes referral, and we've earned over 5,000 Rand in net cash flow per month per property that we own.
And on average, our return on investment paid out to project-specific investors has been 17.5% and up. And currently, our rental portfolio is valued at 13 million Rand to date and growing.
Now, all of the above was achieved without any equity funding into the company to date. Essentially, we've taken all of our revenues and funded it back into the company for growth.
Kouro Property Group has successfully been able to sustain itself and grow its revenues year on year, even through the global pandemic.
And this pandemic has been around for more than half of the company's existence. So, given that fact, we have done really well to ensure that we've been able to sustain and grow our company. Now, how will further investment into the company affect our numbers?
The results to date were achieved over 41 projects and 3.5 years of trading.
Now, this has come about while we have been still cutting our teeth, learning the industry and developing ourselves in order to become the company we know we can be.
Further investment into the company is going to help accelerate the growth, attract that top talent, and further emphasize the processes and systems that we've developed to date and help us dominate our target market.
We'll also be able to eliminate risk by stocking our pipeline with profitable projects. This will allow us to invest those profits and revenues back into the company, which has been our culture since the inception. Now, if we work off the last 3 numbers, remember that if only 1% of all properties sold are distressed properties, this will lead to 2,220 properties available for acquisition. Now, if we buy under 2.5% of the 1% of available distressed properties, this will still lead to 50 new acquisitions for the company.
And if only 50% of those 50 properties went to our flipping portfolio, we would look at new revenues of 25 million rand and profits just under 4.5 million.
Now, if 50% of these acquisitions end up as multi-lets, they will bring in gross revenues of 10.5 million rand over 12 months, resulting in over 1.5 million rand in net cash flows over that same period. This will bring our rental portfolio up to a value of 55 million rand.
And if we further invest into Kouro homes, we're likely to see a 400% increase in our projects per year, which will result in about 48 projects for the year 2022, which will result in about 5.8 million rand worth of revenue and a result of 350,000 rand worth of pure profits. Property development and conversions will also further increase the revenues that Kouro is going to experience.
Now, you might be wondering how we're going to use the investment capital that comes into the business. So firstly, we're going to be using it to create strong marketing initiatives. We're going to help attract new customers to hit our revenue targets and goals.
It will also be allocated to rapidly grow our sales team and create a sales team nationwide so that we can further accelerate our growth.
We're also going to allocate capital to increasing personnel volumes with the business. This will help streamline our processes and allow us to produce better results and greater KPIs.
So what returns can I expect as the investor?
So if we achieve a minimum of a 15% year-on-year growth rate, this will result in profits of up to 7.2 million rand. And after a period of 2 years, almost 13.5 million rand, resulting in an ROI of 35% on invested capital. Please have a look at the investment information displayed on the screen now. Use it to peruse the options available to you, and should you wish to move forward, you can do everything in a safe and streamlined process via our website. You'll receive all of the documentation required, and you'll be able to begin your investment journey with us.
And we'd just like to say a big thanks for watching this video all the way till the end. And if there's any information further that you require, please peruse our fact page, have a look at our website, or pop us an email. And further to that, if you ever want to meet us, give us a shout. We're happy to meet you guys, and we really appreciate it. Again,
we really look forward to inviting you guys on board as investment partners in Kouro Property Group. All of the best.